I'm Chuck. I'm 33.
I'm Brooke. I'm 32, and we're the Foughts. We have two little boys, Cooper and Corbin. Cooper is 6.5-ish. Corbin's 4.5. We also have a golden doodle named Chewy.
He's 7.
He's 7, yes. And he's the most popular member of our family and also the most well-behaved. So I am sure he will make some cameos, as I know our friends and families were very worried about what was going to happen to Chewy. Not so much us.
No, the dog was...
But is the dog going with you? How's he going to do? Everybody's very worried about Chewy, so I'm sure he'll make some appearances as well.
Yes, absolutely. So just do a little introduction here and kind of how we got here and where we're going and things like that. You know, we owned a home, 2,000 square feet, picket fence, great neighbors, great neighborhood, great city, you know, just everything, you know.
So we should mention we're from Ohio. Central
We
Ohio.
are from Central Ohio. We grew up in Hilliard, Ohio. We had then moved to Marysville, lived there 5.5 years. Great town, just wasn't really our fit. We wanted to travel and experience life, and, you know, that kind of led us to where we are today, and some experiences with the boys. I worked for the state of Ohio for 12.5 years almost. The Department of Corrections. Saw some things I would rather never see again. Just not a great environment. Very negative.
Lived through shift work as a family.
Yes. Shift work, holidays, birthdays. You know, the prisons don't close, so naturally somebody has to be there. And when you have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off and things, you know, those become your weekends, and you miss a lot of things. And to me, that was unacceptable going forward with having a 4 and a 6-year-old boy and a wife, and, you know, it's a hard life. And
and the last year he was there, he did finally get Monday through Friday, first shift hours, great hours, what we had hoped for.
Supervisor.
Yeah, but I think we banked a lot on that kind of making our life better and us feel closer, and we'll get to live together, you know, experience these things together, and we'll be normal. But then found that there was still a little resentment towards the job because that job had cost us so many years of me single parenting while he worked all the time around the clock on shift work and overtime. Him feeling like he missed out on a lot during those years. And just realizing that we had gotten really good at being separate, as horrible as that sounds. With him working so much, me and the boys had a rhythm, and when he was home and he was there, he kind of felt like he was in the way and that he didn't belong. And when he was there, I felt guilty with, you know, I need him to do XYZ, but he's been working really hard. Do I ask him to do it? You know, or I want him to enjoy his day off. It was just a lot of tug of war. So even when he got the better hours, it was still a prison environment, and it still just brought back a lot of just kind of resentment at, yes, this job was great, and it gave us a lot. You know, it was a good income, great retirement, great benefits, but it cost us a lot too.
You know, not to mention, Brooke also worked full-time, you know, graduated from Ohio State, you know, so you still worked full-time and raised kids, and I then was working 60, 70 hours a week, so there wasn't the family time.
In an office position. I was with Cardinal Health for 5 years, and most of that time in the HR department. So I was Monday through Friday, you know, normal hours. So I was on a normal schedule, but because he was working evenings, it was come home, get the boys. It was just me and the boys doing everything. Weekends for me meant nothing to him because he worked my weekends off. We never had days off together unless he took vacation to make it happen that way.
And that was for 11 of the 12, a little over 12 years. So the majority of it was of our relationship, all 12.5 years of it. But the first 3 months that we were together before I started with the state in 2006 was, you know, I worked weekends unless I took a holiday or a vacation day, a personal sick, you know, something like that. But so it was tough, and this kind of led us to 2,000 square foot home to 200 square foot travel trailer. Never towed a trailer, never backed a trailer, never been in an RV except in a dealership or a show.
Had to buy the truck to be able to tow the trailer.
Yeah, I take that back. We went camping with our friends in August. That kind of started this ball rolling a little bit at Indian Lake by us. And I was in their trailer, you know, enjoyed that a little bit. The Weinheimers, you know, and so they introduced us into full-time, and that we thought was a little weird.
While camping with them, we had it was one of our favorite memories from that summer.
Absolutely.
And it was just this past summer. That's how fast this has all happened. And they casually mentioned full-timing and that they wanted a full-time. And we're like, what in the world are you talking about? What's full-timing? And they're saying, you live in your RV full-time and you travel and you work on the road. And we're like, no, that's only for people who retire. People with kids can't do that, and people who have jobs. But it intrigued us. So then we started doing some research and, of course, came across, some of the more well-known full-timers. Keep Your Daydream and Less Junk More Journey were the two that really got hooked.
Yeah, we binge watched those.
Oh my goodness. Like, he would have to get up for work at 6:30 in the morning, and at 2 we'd be like, okay, we have to turn off this YouTube video and go to bed. But we just became totally infatuated that you could do this. You could do it with kids. You could make money on the road. You could really travel and have these experiences, and it just felt like we couldn't shake it. We already had decided to sell our house and kind of get a fresh start. Somewhere still stay in Central Ohio. Well, we even actually bounced around moving out of state and living in Florida. So we'd already decided we wanted to do that, but we couldn't shake that traveling full time and being in the RV was just kind of always more exciting than anything else we were looking at.
Yeah, and like I said, we've never done this, so we failed. We'll fail at some other things. We'll have issues. We've had some repair issues. We've had, things we've had to try to figure out on the road, trying to kind of get a rhythm of eating and cooking and travel days versus what do we do at the campground, how to get Cooper's school going, so we're doing a lot and learning a lot, and, we're going to bring you guys along for the ride, and, the first, 11 days?
Yeah, so his last day at work was October 26th.
Yep.
We closed on our house October 10th. Went to a hotel for a few days, purchased our trailer on October 12th, but wasn't able to pick it up until October 16th. So we were, my grandma was kind enough to let us stay with her, and he was happy because she's a great cook.
Absolutely.
And she was
Good
happy because she got to soak up as much time with the boys as she could before we left.
Yeah.
So we stayed with her in Westerville, Ohio, got our trailer on the 16th, stayed at Cross Creek Campground, which is near Elm Creek in Delaware, Ohio, and we did that for 11 days, and that was just so he could finish out his 2 weeks at work. So his last day was October 26th, and we hit the road on October 28th, and it's November 15th. So
we're a little behind, on the introduction day update, but it's a slow process. We have no equipment. We have a Canon camera, a laptop, an iPad. We're just piecing it together and winging it, and we've kind of bounced around. We went to Myrtle Beach. First we went to Mammoth Cave, then we were going to Gatlinburg, but the weather was looking hail, thunderstorms. Yeah. So we decided Myrtle Beach because we didn't have reservations. We just pulled into Myrtle Beach and said, hey, can we stay? And they said, yeah, we got 6 nights, oceanfront. So we did that. It's off season there. So
our favorite site.
It was only $38 a night, so not expensive at all. And then now we're in Orlando, and we're kind of bouncing around Florida for the last week or so, and then for the next till we go back on the 16th of December back to Ohio, and then we're going to come back and kind of wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to go back home Florida, for about a week and a half for the holidays.
That's kind of in a nutshell us and where we've been and what we've done so far, and we'll do a tour of the RV. We're going to do kind of breakdown videos of those stops we've been to, where we're going. She breaks it down on her blog on how we came to a travel trailer.
How we picked this particular
particular one. How still kind of have some envy of some other things because we've learned what we want, what we don't want, what we have now, and things, that's not important to us anymore, but things that are important to us we don't have.
We should preface this by saying we looked for a month.
Oh, yeah.
Every weekend, every chance we got, we were at a new RV
all over
dealership.
Ohio.
Yeah, so we looked at a ton. We felt like we did our research. But I truly believe you don't know what you want until you're actually living in it.
Yeah.
So some things that were really important to us now we're realizing, for example, an outdoor kitchen was a must-have for him. And it's been nice.
Absolutely.
But really we just use it for the fridge.
The fridge.
Haven't used it as much as we would have thought. I was very focused on floor plan and what I wanted. I wanted a good layout and storage. Being a mom, that was instant. Where am I going to put everything? And now looking back, we know it's kind of the unpretty things that are important, like tank capacity. We wish we would have looked for bigger tanks.
Oh, yeah.
Cargo carrying capacity. So just stuff like that.
There's a lot to learn.
So we're constantly looking again, not because we're going to be able to do it anytime soon.
Yeah, no, but just
it's fun to now know what we would have done.
You get what you can get, what you can start with, what gets you going out on the road, and then from there you move forward, and that's kind of where we're at. We've learned some things, that we like, we don't like, and we'll just keep moving forward. And at some point we'll upgrade, and you'll never find the perfect rig, but we'll get one, and we'll move forward with something better that we like better, or think we like better, and go back.
Right now, we're just happy to have ours.
Yeah, we're happy to have exactly what we have, and we're enjoying our time together and seeing things and seeing the boys play. So, like I said, we'll bring you guys along, and you'll see some things, and it should be enjoyable, at least comical.
I say, if nothing else, you'll probably laugh.
You guys will laugh at some things because you'll see some things and some frustrations, and I'm sure there'll be a poop spill or something that'll make everybody laugh. So
is it the stinky slinky?
Yeah, the stinky slinky will fall out. Whatever it may be, we'll see. So, all right, well, hey, thanks for joining us. Keep following us, and we'll see you on the road.